Wait, already.
I used to ask for cards.
My oldest is 13, and I'm already like, I can't wait for Greg.
He brought his whole fleet over on Thanksgiving. Lucky we cleaned off the table, because he put that whole fleet on the table. I think he has more.
Welcome to class. This is our official Christmas class. So,
He's like, yep.
festive. All right, let me see if this is going to line up. Is this going to line up? Almost. Well, I hadn't put everything back together after the Beamer party yet, so
That was
there we go.
fun.
It was fun, right?
It was. She never got around to
Oh,
telling
great.
us how much it cost.
There's the audio thing. No, they don't tell you that. They want you to, they're going to reach out to you a few more times probably before they tell you that.
I see.
Okay, so
Just
hopefully the
find
sound works. So it'll be fine, right? The sound's working. I have no way of knowing if the sound is working. I do. I can check on my laptop. We're actually going to start standing. Believe it or not. I know. Andrew won't let me have his phone today, so I have to use my laptop for music. I'm trying to get one of the other kids' tablets to work. See if it. Y'all ready to do yoga? We do dog yoga here. Okay, it's working. Okay, yay. Okay. All right, puppies, everybody out. Psst, 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 psst. Chloe didn't come today, so they're probably just like, nobody loves me. I'm just going to close the door all the way. Okay, so finding yourself over your feet. We're going to think about, all the things. All the things that we've been doing to prepare for the holiday. And all the things that we have yet to do, because it's almost here. So just the celebrating and that last minute finishing up the wrapping or the shopping or the cooking, or I'm going to be crafting and baking and all that stuff. And I want you to kind of pull all of that into you right now. And then we're going to shake. So shaking one leg, stand on one leg and shake the other one. Let me take my socks off. And then switch sides. And as you're shaking out your legs, think about all that stuff falling off the bottom of your foot and into the earth. And go back and forth a few more times. And then we'll do both legs at the same time. It's like that football player run. And just let your thighs go. Feel them jiggle. It's kind of nice. And then we'll shake our booties. And again, let that go. Relax the glute muscles and see if you can make them jiggle. It's not technically twerking. And then we'll just kind of shake around the belly. Shake around, shake around. Shake your shoulders. Lift and drop. Forward and back. And then think about your back. Like you're just trying to shake everything off your back. You kind of lean back a little bit. Don't hurt yourself. Just a little bit. And then shaking out the arms. Shake them. Big shakes. All around. And again, you're shaking off all that stuff. Oh, there's still so much to do. Oh, boy. And it's great. We love it. But that's not what we're doing right now. Right now we're doing yoga. So let's get it all out of there. And then just all over. Just a little. And then we'll stop and close your eyes or just look down at the ground and just feel your body. Feel all that vibration happening. Maybe feel your heart rate kind of elevated a little bit, or your breath feeling a little bit heavy. And then starting to bring that length into the exhales, letting them linger a little bit longer. And even though we're in our standing position, still continuing to practice that gather the low belly. Making sure your knees are soft, your shoulders are soft. And then as we move, I want you to think of flow, like water, gentle, right? It's very nervous system relaxing to flow with, I want to say grace, but you don't have to have like dancer grace to flow like that. Just be gentle and soft. So on your next inhale, we're going to float the arms up. Inhale and kind of arch your back a little bit, and then exhale back down. And crossing your hands, inhaling up, cross your hands, and inhale down. And now we're going to make big circles. Inhale up, cross your hands, and make big circles. Cross the other hand. Inhale up, cross your hands. One more time like this. Then we're going to go to the window side. Inhale, open, lift, cross your hands. And then we're going to go to the other side, face the bathroom, cross the other hand. Back to the window. Inhale. One more time each side. Inhale. Inhale. And then back to the front. One more. And then pause. Take a moment. We're going to do that a lot today. So if your shoulders start to get really sore, just keep it small. And you don't have to take the full extension of that swoop. I'm calling it the arm swoop. Swoopy arms. So if it starts to bother your shoulders, just little swoops. But right now, notice how your shoulders feel. Notice how your spine feels. Notice how the nervous system feels. And checking in with our feet. Soften through the knees. Inhale, swoop your arm up. And exhale, hinge at the hips, come all the way down. Swoopy arm up. We're here for 5. Take your time. Inhaling up. Soften through the neck when you come down. Let it hang loose. I'm not because I'm wearing a hat. Exhale down. Remembering to lengthen out through the spine as you come up. And then wrapping up wherever you're at. Hands come down and pause, noticing how that felt for you, how that feels for your spine, your hips, your hamstrings. Okay, now we're going to step the right foot forward. Left foot back into our Warrior One feet. Warrior One feet are not necessarily in line with each other. Okay, listen. Let's see if I have a hair thing in here. I do. It's a little toasty with the hat on. Will you turn the fan on? Unless you guys are cold. Okay. Oh, it's the switch. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Whew, I'm trying to be festive, dang it. And that sun is coming in. I wore this to Walmart this morning. I think everybody should be wearing a hat. Okay, we're going to swoopy arm again as we soften the front knee. So inhale. And exhale, come back. Switch hands if you think of it. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nobody falls today. Inhale up. And next one we're going to hold it. So inhale, bring it up. And then just swoop your arm all the way down, but keep your knee bent. And keep going with the arms. And again, if you need to go into cactus arms because the shoulders are getting hairy, do that instead. Don't hurt your shoulders. Lengthening on the inhale. Drawing in the belly on the exhale. One more time. And then exhale, stepping back together. We pause. And paying particular attention to the difference between the two legs. They both have to work in that posture, but they're different muscles that are working. So just kind of noticing that, and then noticing if there's any pain or discomfort that comes up and how that sits on you. And we'll switch sides. Lining yourself up, hips are facing forward. And swoopy arm, inhale. Take your time here. Switch hands if you can think about it. Nice and flowy. Soft with the arm movement. So good for relaxing the nervous system. And then we're going to hold the knee bent. And keep flowing with the arms. It's surprising how difficult it is to cross the arms, alternating. It takes a lot of concentration. I keep missing it. Stepping back together and finding your pause. Taking a moment here while you're noticing how your body feels, how your legs feel, and those things. Notice where your heart rate's at. Notice how your breath is feeling. Noticing the shoulders. Okay, now we're going to go back to right foot forward. And we are going to swoopy arm into our bent leg. Inhale up. Exhale, keep the leg bent. And then we're going to add a balance. So shifting your weight into the front leg, we're going to inhale, bring the back leg up. And exhale, step it back again. If you need to take the arms out, just take the arms out. Inhaling up. And exhale back. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling up and exhaling back. This time we're going to stay with our legs down, but we're going to shift the front leg to straight and lift the back heel with swoopy arms. Inhale and exhale back. Lower the back heel, bend the front knee on your exhale. Just float. Try not to take it too seriously. Oh my God, I just read your shirt. It says sorry for what I said when I was hungry. Yeah, girl, I'm with you. And exhale here. Now go ahead and stop here, keeping your legs in your warrior one position. We're going to just go straight up with the hands. I'm going to turn sideways for this one because swoopy arms doesn't make sense. We're going to go straight up with the hands, straighten the front leg, and lift the back foot. Inhale here. Exhale, take it back. Inhale up. Exhale back. And maybe you don't lift the back foot. That's okay. You can keep the back foot down. Just come up on the toe. But I invite you to just play with it. Don't fall down. But you'll never know if you don't at least just try to lift it. Maybe you can go off the ground more than you thought. Now we're going to hold that position. Inhale here. And exhale, soften. And just notice how this feels. You might need to keep a little bend, softness in your standing leg. Keep reaching out through the back toes. Inhale. Exhale, belly draws in. Last one. And exhale, step it back and bring it all the way back together. Finding a pause. Now really tuning in. Notice how the spine feels. It takes a lot of back muscle to lift up that back leg. Notice how the quads, hamstrings, glutes, all these places, especially compared one to the other. And making sure your knees staying soft. And then we'll step the other foot forward. And we're going to go ahead and swoop your arm into position. Inhale. Exhale, keep your knee bent. And then we're going to lift the back leg. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale to step it back. Take your time. Make it flowy. And exhale to take it back. Taking a moment to notice that maybe you're not switching hands anymore. That's completely gone. Notice which hand you always use, just for fun. Sure. What's up, baby? Yes. Okay, bye. Actually, no, we don't have any ice cream. Okay. And then we're going to stop here, and we're going to do the move where we lift the back heel, straighten the front leg. Inhale. And exhale back. Inhale up. And exhale back. Watch for toe cramps. Inhale. Don't lean on that back foot. Put it all into the front leg. That's where it's going anyway. Inhale up. And exhale back. Now we'll switch to just the reach move. And inhale, reach. And exhale back down. Very good. Inhale, reach. And exhale down. A few more times and then we'll hold. And we're going to hold now. Inhale into the posture. And see how that feels. Notice where the struggle is. Maybe you need to keep that standing leg a little soft. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to draw the belly in. Last one. And step it all the way back together. Oh yeah. Taking your pause here. How does it feel? And I just noticed my clock is out. So I'm going to do a check on the time like that. Oh, excellent. Noticing how the spine feels. Notice how the belly feels. The shoulders. I just changed songs. We're going to go wide legs. So if you want to turn and face the window or if you want to face the wall, whatever you want to face is fine with me. And we will turn, go ahead and turn your left foot out towards me first since everybody's facing the window. And bring that back foot in just a little bit. Are you not playing or are you playing? Dagnabbit. Oh, stupid technology. God. Okay. We're just going to run through some basic warrior twos before we add our next move. So as you inhale, remember float up and exhale, float the arms down. The knee bends, front knee bends. Inhale, front knee straightens. Exhale, back leg stays strong. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And stay here. Taking a little pause just for a couple breaths. Now what we're going to do is we're going to float the left arm up. Keep the front leg straight. Inhale, float the left arm up. Maybe look at the ceiling. Slide the right hand back a little bit. As you exhale, bend the front knee. Bring the left hand down towards the front knee. And float the right hand up. So we're just going through reverse warrior, but we're straightening the front leg. Inhaling back up. Straighten the front leg. Left arm comes up. And exhaling down. All the way across the body. Inhale. Keep floating. Feel that floatiness in the arms. You can even soften the elbows. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, and then we'll hold our side angle. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach across. Now, checking in with where you're at here. We do not want to be leaning on this front leg. So just gently relax your hand there. And if that means you have to lift yourself up a little higher, that's okay. We're not trying to get down as far as we can go. We're just trying to stretch the side body. Open from the fingertips to the outside edge of the back foot. Inhaling to reach. Feel the rib cage expand. Exhale, belly draws in. Inhale to reach. Exhale, belly draws in. One more time, inhale. Exhale, belly draws in. And then inhale all the way back up. Reverse. And exhale straight down. Bring your toes back to the front. And pause. Yeah, you can face the window because we're going to do the other side. Or, you know what I thought might be fun when we do the other side is if you turn around. But go ahead and pause there. Everybody watching Mandalorian? Oh my God, I can't even with the Baby Yoda. Oh, I think about him all the time. I want one so bad. Do I need a puppy or what? Like, I swear to God. Oh, the baby. Oh, jeez. He's so freaking, I don't know what it is, how they did it, whether it's the eyes or the way his ears move. Something about him is so cute that you just get like, it hurts. It's so cute. Are they dolls? They have the dolls out? Oh my God. That is so, there's no way the plush is as cute as it is on the show. Why don't you turn around and face the other wall just for fun? And that way your toes are still facing to the front. And then you get to look at the painting Elise made me because it's nice. Okay, we're going to do our basic warrior two first just to settle into this position. So inhale, float the arms out to a T, soften the front knee, and exhale, float back down. Inhale to float up, and exhale to float down. Taking your time. You might want to go slower than I'm cueing. That's okay. Inhaling up. And then we'll pause here just for a breath. Kind of just to prepare. And you know what's coming. So we're going to inhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. The left arm will slide slightly down the back leg. And then exhale, soften the front knee. Bring the right arm down to the knee. And the left arm comes up maybe by the ear. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, flow all the way back down into your side angle. Inhale up. And then maybe you want to take some really big softness with the elbows here. Inhale. And exhale. One more time and then we'll hold. And then pause here. On your inhales, think about reaching, lengthening through the side body. And exhale, draws the belly in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale all the way back to reverse. And then exhale, float the hands down. Stay facing the wall and turn both feet to the front. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold in just a second, but let's pause first. And noticing the side bodies. Noticing the legs, noticing the hips. And then swoopy arms. So cross the arms in front of you. Inhale. And then exhale, hinge at the hips. Come all the way down. Inhale, swoopy arm back up. Exhale, down. Maybe crisscross different hands. Inhale. Make sure you're softening through the neck as you exhale down. Inhaling up. And exhale on the next one. Stay standing. We'll bring our feet back together. And just take a little pause here. Notice how all that settles in. And we're going to rebound a little bit. So coming up onto your toes, just bounce. Let your arms shake, or it's not really shaking. It's just hang loose, like no tension in the joints. A little rebounding, good for the lymphatic system. Gets it all to drain. My boys have been like sick nonstop, one right after the other with these weird viruses, and it's like 2 of them have been sick twice, and it's different. It's different both times, just a little bit different. I got that one time where I got it, and it was a fever. The next time they got it, they didn't have a fever. They just had the sore throat. And then they had something else after that. Oh, they both got ear infections. Like, okay. And then this last one, they got pink eye. Thank God for silver. I'm almost out. I keep bugging Crystal. Do another order. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor. Mini mountain. So that'll be up on our knees. Is that okay for your knees? Okay. I like the cushion on my knees. If you need more cushion, you can get another blanket too. So untuck the toes, make sure everything's flat, and then you want to kind of little push forward here with the pelvis. It's not a big push, but it's enough to stabilize through the quads. So these are turned on, the glutes are turned on just a little bit. Just notice how your body feels here. And then we're going to swoopy arm. Inhale. And then all the way down to child's pose. Inhale down, or exhale down. Inhale, swoopy arm. All the way back up. Exhale. And I'm taking my hands back down by my feet because it just makes more sense to me with the flow of the arms. But if you want to bring your arms out in front of you, if that makes more sense to you, you could do that. Inhale. Crossing the other way, if you can remember. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more time. And we'll hold in child's pose. So wherever you want this to be, just make sure that you're soft. And you can grab your block, put it under your head. If your forehead doesn't make it to the ground, sometimes it feels more relaxing to do it this way. Sometimes it feels more relaxing to take the knees apart. Not me. And let's notice where our breath is sitting. I invite you to draw your inhales up into your back. So the lungs are, they go all the way around. But most of the time when we inhale into the front of the rib cage. So when you're in this position, if you inhale into the front of the rib cage, it's a little bit more uncomfortable. So trying in this position to notice if you can't inhale into the back of the rib cage. It's actually a much deeper part of the lungs. You might notice that feeling like, whoa, okay, this is really getting a deep inhale. Or not. Okay, and we'll just sit up from here and come to lay on your back. So start with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, so that your belly can be soft here. And just relax, making like a triangle with your fingers and your thumb, and place it right over the belly button. So the belly button's in the middle of your triangle. And your fingers are pointed down towards your pubic bone. Taking a few breaths here. Noticing how the breath moves in your body. Does it move in your rib cage? Does it move in your belly? Without force. Just noticing what it does naturally. And then we're going to do a belly massage. So using your fingertips kind of curled down in towards each other, take your fingertips up above the navel, kind of between the rib cage, almost up to where you can't get your fingers anymore, and then down just a little bit. So where your stomach would be. And go in a, oh geez, of course. And go in a, what is this? Clockwise? Basically the direction that your digestion flows. So your digestion flows from the bottom right corner up to the top, across and over, and then back down to the left-hand corner of your belly. So go in that direction, making little circles right here between the top part of your belly, which is between the bottom part of your rib cage, yeah? Just make a few little circles here. And then we're going to travel in that direction from there. So going down into the left, staying below the rib cage, because we're massaging our internal organs. It's kind of weird. And then keep moving when you feel ready, down to kind of below the bottom point on the left side of your rib cage, kind of at the top of the hips. I'm going to plug this in before it tells me it's low on battery again. And then moving down to kind of the top of the pelvis, a little bit lower going towards the left side. There we go. Still working in the soft, fleshy parts. So you're not massaging your pelvis. You're massaging right in front of it. And you can push as hard as you can take it. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. Then going right above the pubic bone. Continuing around back up on the right side. Kind of that. I want to say like if it's like 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock, but I can't tell because it's on my body. But then keep moving your way up around, like hitting all the numbers on the clock. But now we're coming up the right side. Just kind of noticing what's happening here a little bit. Noticing if there's any things that are a little bit uncomfortable. We're getting up towards the liver, going to whatever, 3 or 9, right between the ribs and the pelvis. And then up into that space around the front of the rib cage. Up under there is really kind of where the liver is. So giving it some loving before we go giving him a bunch of crap to work on at Christmas time. And then back up to the middle. One more time in that 12 o'clock space. And notice how it feels different this time. Maybe you moved everything around. And then down into the navel. And just making that same direction. So we're encouraging the digestion. And after a few times around, we'll just relax. You could take your hands down by your side, down by your hips, or you can leave them on your belly if you'd like, whatever feels better. And just see how that feels. See how your stomach feels. And then we'll bring our knees up towards our chest. I do a couple apanasanas here. Inhaling, the knees float away. Exhale, belly draws in, knees draw in. Take your time, make it nice and slow. Notice how this feels in your tummy. Notice how this feels on your low back. And then I want you to do the same thing, but bring your feet up. So you don't have to straighten your legs all the way. In fact, I encourage you not to straighten your legs all the way. And continue that. Inhale, knees float away. Exhale, they float back. Notice how that changes the pressure on the low back. Can you feel your pelvic floor pulling up as you exhale? Now we're going to keep the right knee in and take the left leg out just a little ways. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the left knee back up to the right. Inhale, take the left leg out just a little bit, probably about 2/3 away from the ground. Exhale in. Use that belly firming. Inhale, make space. Exhale in. One more time and then we'll switch sides. And then do the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Notice how your belly feels. Still drawing the pelvic floor up on your exhales. You have to really stay firm in the core the whole time. Let's do one more. And exhaling in, both knees are in. And then take both feet out. So put your hands on the floor if that helps you feel a little bit stable. Both legs come out. Exhale, both knees come in. Inhaling out. And exhaling in. And it can be a very small movement. Almost like an extended Apanasana here. One more time. And exhale in. Bring your feet back down and pause. That was a lot of movement. Taking a little space between your feet and your hands a little farther away from your body, palms are face down. We're going to inhale, let the knees go towards the left. Exhale, use that draw into the belly to pull the knees back to the front, to the middle. Inhale to the other side. As you inhale, don't go into an extension here. So the knees don't go very far, even just 50% or less over. And we want to keep the low belly engaged enough to stop from extending through the lumbar spine, meaning arching the back. Exhaling back to center. Inhale to make space. Don't arch your back. And exhale back to center. Noticing the space when you inhale. So when your knees go to the left, noticing that space in the right side of your body. As your knees go to the right, space on the left side. One more time on each side from wherever you're at. And when you get back to center, finding your pause. Okay, from here for our two-legged table, you can keep your feet wide if that feels good to press and lift, or you can bring them in a little bit closer towards your hips. Hands are down by the side, palms are down. As you inhale, press to lift the hips, float the arms all the way up over your head, touching the back of the hands on the floor behind you above your head. Exhale, roll through the spine, bringing one vertebrae at a time down as the hands float slowly all the way back down. Timing it with your breath. Inhale as you lift the hips, the hands float. Exhale, rolling down, hands float back down. Again, thinking about that floaty movement. If you want to really soften in the elbows, you can do that. Exhale, soft elbows float all the way back down. Inhale. We're going to do a couple more times, and we're going to hold in the posture. Exhale. Take your time. Trying to see if you can't hit every vertebrae on the way down. And then from wherever you're at, on your next inhale, press and lift the hips, float the arms up, and then hold everything there. So the hands are up on the floor above your head, and your hips are staying lifted. As you exhale, maybe your hips lower just a little bit. Maybe the arms soften just a little bit. As you inhale, you can press and lift higher, and maybe reach your hands up. Maybe reach your arms away from you a little bit. But you don't have to do that. You can just hold this static. And you can also play with your feet. Maybe you want to see what it feels like to lift your heels. And then exhale, put them back down. We're here for a few more breaths. So find what works for you, whether it's movement or stillness, and just hold. Inhale. Exhale, roll through the vertebrae, bring the hands back down slowly. Let that feel very nice on the back. And then finding a pause. We'll bring the knees up again for another little Apanasana, and maybe you want to even take it into a circle, making some big circles with your knees. Inhaling as they go away, exhaling as they come towards you. Go in both directions. Feeling that sacral massage, so nice. And then placing your feet back down. Take a little pause. And in this position, we're going to do a little head massage before we go into Shavasana. So using the tips of your fingers, start to work through your hair like you're shampooing. And we're doing it lying on our back today, which we don't normally do. If you have a ponytail, you want to take it out and really get in there, go for it. And get behind your head, even though you're laying on it, just be gentle. Don't strain your neck, but lift a little bit. Get behind your ears and all the way into the back of your neck, the hairline is. I couldn't think of the word there. I wanted to say where the hair ends. I guess that's technically where the end of your hair is. Whatever. Anyway, go all the way around your head. You know what I'm saying. And then we'll come down the forehead. So you can, because we're dry fingers and dry faces, it's kind of hard to work in a circular motion. But if it doesn't bother your skin, you can make little circles all the way around your brow. If that's feeling painful on your skin, do piano fingers. If you can, across your eyebrows, go from the inside out, rubbing across the eyebrow with your fingertips, really pushing as hard as is comfortable for you. We're not trying to hurt ourselves, but this is activating, pressure points and helps clear the sinuses, drain the lymph. Getting into your temples gently, making circles or using piano fingers. Going all along the hairline, around the face, and then coming up under the eye. And across the bridge of the nose. And again, circles or piano fingers, whatever feels good. And if you need to switch from one to the other, go for it. You're not locked in. You didn't make a decision and you have to stick with it. Coming down to the jawline and then kind of like around the jaw joint and then down the front part of the jaw to the chin and go back up. And then using your thumb, I like to kind of hook the thumb up underneath the jawbone and just slide it down towards the chin. If that's terribly uncomfortable, obviously don't do that. It can be pretty deep. And then we'll do the ears. So really give your ears some loving. Pinch them and make circles all the way around from the earlobe up to the top. Maybe even pull a little bit. That can be very nice. And then we're going to make live long and prosper hands. You know, this with the forefinger, middle finger together, and ring finger and pinky finger together, and go on either side of your ear and just kind of pull down, like you're pulling down towards your chin. So your ring finger, pinky finger are in front of your ear, and your pointer and middle finger are behind your ear. This will drain your lymphatic system just a little bit. Just do that about 10 or 12 times, and then start to rub down the neck. So be very gentle through the throat and all the way around to the back of the neck, along the cervical spine. And then we're going to stop whenever you're ready and find your Shavasana position. Actually, take a pause first. So just rest for just a moment so you can really feel into all of that. That's a lot of stimulation in the head. So your hair, your face, your ears, your neck, all of those places should feel really lit up. The blood flow, the lymph flow, everything's going on right now. So see if you can't tune into that sensation. And now we'll set up for Shavasana. I wanted to make sure you really felt that in your face. Straightening out your legs, palms turning up if that's okay for your shoulders. After all those swoopy arms, shoulders may be a little sore tomorrow. That's a good thing. Or maybe a cushion up under your knees. I'm going to sit and change the music. We'll just take some time here to settle into the body. Being present in this space on your mat. Resting after all of that practice. Allowing your body to completely rest. Noticing and witnessing if the mind wants to leave, wants to go do something else, starts thinking about all the things left to do. Bring your awareness into your breath, noticing where it's moving, noticing how it's moving. notice maybe even into your heartbeat. And if you can't feel the heartbeat, at least bring your intention into that and send some appreciation into that space, that muscle, as it works all day, every day, 24/7. Sending the blood and the nourishment to every cell. Acknowledging that our heart is different than any other part of our body. The cells are completely unlike anything else. It has its own electromagnetic setup that creates that pulsing. And it literally is the representation of life for us. The heart is also a representation of love, our connection to love for others. Sometimes you can feel it literally in the center of your chest. We can feel our joy here. We can feel our pain here. So let's just honor that. And then we're going to take a few moments here to just witness the breath. Witness the breath, stay with the breath, and as the thoughts come through your mind, acknowledge your mind is just doing what it's supposed to do, and intend yourself to return back to the breath. You can use the sounds in the environment to kind of help pull you back away from thoughts. It can be very helpful. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. Bringing your hands up to your heart. And just feeling that space for a moment. that gratitude for all that your heart does for you, for this opportunity to take care of yourself, to send some of this love back into the body, back into the cell. And then taking your time, whenever you feel ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Taking movement that feels aligned for you right now. Maybe it's stretching. And take your time. When you feel ready, you can roll onto your side or you can sit up, whatever you need to do to protect your back and your neck. Oh, good. I forgot my water. Sadnam. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Put my hat back on. I still have stuff to do, but it feels like nap time now. Right? I think it's this winter solstice thing. You know, that all the night, it's like the long night, makes me want to sleep more. Thank you. Merry Christmas.